God damn it. God fucking damn it. Holy fuck. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and man, did I forget just how bad this film was. But because of my 31 Days of Horror movie reviews, I decided to rewatch Piranha 3DD. This was a 2012 film. It's the sequel to Piranha 3D. This time it's Piranha 3DD. Get it? Because of boobs? Yeah, there's a whole lot of boobs in this movie. Maybe the only good thing about it. But you can watch porn. Like, you don't have to watch this film to see boobs. Hopefully, you're smarter than that. This movie is directed by John Gulager. Fuck you, dude. Seriously. I get the appeal. I do. Piranha 3D was a huge hit, and it was a hell of a lot better than it had any right to be. So of course they're going to want to make a sequel just to capitalize on the name and the property now. But when you get the story is this water park wants to open up, and somehow, some way, the same piranhas, or different piranhas, because those other piranhas got blown up. So I guess there's more out there. They made it through the water pipes of the ocean, made it to this water park, and they're gonna cause chaos and mayhem and destruction. They're gonna try to kill everybody at this damn park. This film sucks. Why do I have to go any further as far as explaining why or explaining what? Isn't it obvious? Look at the trailer for this fucking movie and you'll be able to tell that it's horrible. It's garbage. The beginning starts off with Gary Busey! Because I guess they felt like they had to somehow top the Richard Dreyfuss cameo, right? So they got Gary Busey here in this horrible scene where he must have known this is going to be a piece of shit because he just doesn't care. He gets killed. We see that. Then we get introduced to our main character, Danielle Panabaker, who I know from shows like The Flash, and I've seen her in a few things, and I like this actress. I do. And I even like her for the most part in this movie. It's just, writing-wise, there's not a whole lot here for her. There isn't. She's just a pretty girl who is put in these situations, like that horrible, stupid dream sequence where we just get to see her. We don't see her naked, but she presumably is naked in the bathtub. And the dumb moment of the piranha getting into the bathtub and jumping at her face, but oh, it's a dream, just to get that shot to make you think she's naked. I feel like that's only her only role here, is to be this attractive main girl. That's it! That sucks because I think she's better than that, but at the same time, she took this role, she read the script, she said yes! So I guess I need to blame you on some level. Katrina Bowden plays Shelby, the friend. Only thing you need to know about this girl, because acting-wise, she's terrible, she's awful. At least in this movie, she's awful. But all you need to do is just remember that there is a scene where a piranha goes up her vagina while she's in the water with this guy that she likes. And she thinks that the guy's just touching her inappropriately, and so she freaks out. Yet she doesn't know that there's a piranha that's went inside there, which, I mean, I don't know how that happened without her realizing it. Because then when she goes to have sex with the guy, the piranha starts eating her inside. So she went hours not knowing that there was a piranha inside there. And for some reason, the piranha didn't start eating until they were ready to have sex. The piranha kills her from the inside and bites the guy's dick. And he cuts his own penis off to eat it off. It's so fucking absurd. If that sounds awesome, if that sounds like something that, man, I need to see it, trust me, you don't. Me talking about it was 100 times better than actually watching it, because for one, the acting's terrible. Awful. But not just that, this film is shot horribly. It's directed terrible. The quick cuts and the zooming and whooshing around, it just seems such like amateur hour. This seems like, hey, I'm right out of college. This is the first movie I'm ever going to get to do. Holy crap. I bet you that's not the case, but that's just how it feels with this director and this editor. It's bad. It's so bad. But this cast, let's talk more about this cast. Matt Bush plays Barry. He's the guy that works at the park. He's the mascot. He's the ultimate loser. He likes our main girl, Danielle Panabaker, and he's constantly trying to tell her, but he's so nervous and nebbish. And you have the other guy, Kyle, played by Chris Zelka, who treats him like shit, and he's the big shot bully who really wants to get with the girl, and he's always demeaning him. And it's like, how many times do we have to see a dynamic like this? This is so paint by numbers. This is so, like, just Google typical young adult movie characters, and this is what you're going to find in the bargain bin section. They took that template, and they just applied it to each and every one of these characters. So, like, I'm not going to say these actors are all bad, but man, this writing is the shits. It's the shits. And who else do we have? David Koechner plays Chet, who's this guy you've seen in 100 things, 100 comedies. He's usually very good. I'm not even saying it's bad here. He's just playing a dick, and he's running the water park, and he doesn't care of the warning signs. He still wants to power through and get the money and have the opening. And he just doesn't care. Doesn't even care. Even when everything's going on, it doesn't really seem like he gives all that much of a shit. Christopher Lloyd comes back somehow, some way. They must have paid this guy, and he probably got paid the most out of everybody else, although that might not be true. There is a cameo later that we can talk about. Christopher Lloyd, though, should not have said yes to this. Should not have come back. Speaking of who should not have come back, Ving Rhames. I failed. This is my fault. I failed to mention Ving Rhames in the first film and his courageous death scene when he saved everybody by killing the piranhas with the propeller, and then they just swarm him. You find out that he didn't really die in this film. He just lost his legs, and he's scared shitless of the water, which, I understand. But the constant back and forth with him and the other guy about, oh, I want to go in the water, not go in the water. Oh, I'm not afraid. Oh, I'm a pussy. Oh, don't listen to me. Like, really? We spent 5 to 10 minutes on this subplot that, I love Ving Rhames, but who gives a fuck about any of this? As much as I'm glad to now know that he didn't die, it's just, who cares? You could have just left him and his character where he was in the last movie. The CGI piranhas, they were CGI in the first film, but because they're being used in such a shittier way, the CGI looks even worse for some reason. Maybe they did go cheaper, maybe the budget was shorter, and they thought that they could just milk it and get even more of a profit. But fuck you guys have just done a shitty job making this believable, a shitty job of making this worthwhile. It's not even a good time waster, it's not even fun like the first movie was. This is the definition of lazy sequelitis that they clearly didn't give a fuck about, just wanted to make a quick buck. Hopefully you bombed. Hopefully you didn't make a dime off of this shitty film. I can't get over some of the stuff that I saw here. Oh yeah, David Hasselhoff comes in as a lifeguard because that Baywatch joke hasn't been run into the ground anymore. They even play the Baywatch music as David Hasselhoff runs to save a child. And it's so awkward how that scene ends and how you just don't really get a payoff with him. You probably paid him a shitload of money to do this one scene. And for what? For what? Just to use that in the trailer? Because they do. They make it seem like it's a big deal. Oh man, we have David Hasselhoff, so you're absolutely going to watch this shit. No, Piranha 3DD. Fuck you! Man, this was brutal. BR Oodle. I never want to watch this movie ever again. This will be erased from my memory, and hopefully about 5 minutes from now. Let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Piranha 3DD. What do you think of it? Do you hate it as much as I do? Maybe more. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
Soul's taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked up machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going, you know. I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd make it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of a glass. Turn into a dog. sever my brain. I done dropped out of class, but I made